One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tulane Green Wave, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Tulane's offense will get the first crack at it here. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Took care of it himself. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed. And you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited.
Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. With the catch, it's Snow. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Caught behind the line. It's Snow. And they're able to get him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. The give to the back. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, there's not a defensive coordinator in America that on 3rd and 10 is not thinking about pass. You bring in your pass packages, rush the passer. How about this offense? Run the football right at you for the big gain, pick up the first down, catching this defense off guard.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Wants to pass. The throw. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Quarterback making checks. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Greenway.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Rice's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
So first down here as they go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Across the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Rice rushes to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man, it's Gilliam. Fires on the run. Touchdown, Owls. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hauls it in. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where.
Oh, look out on the right. The 30, the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Still looking, on the move. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Tulane right back to the line.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Zings it complete to the right. Hard-hitting tackle. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Now the play fake. Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tulane.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Wants to throw. It's Gilliam. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Rice rushes to the line.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Off the play fake. Right on the money. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start on the play.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Timeout, Rice.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Gilliam. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short.
3rd down coming.
Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. He'll work his way down to the 28. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Snow. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a physical attack for the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They feed him again. Got enough for the first. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rushes on him. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal.
There he goes down the right side. He's at the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And we're locked up here in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Maryland. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. This one's complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Snags it. Touchdown, Green Wave. And that one will give him the lead. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Rice rushes to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It's on target and complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Gillian. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. He makes a grab, and he will score. point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Finds his big tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Tulane just a few inches away might take a shot on second down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
The Green Wave lines up mere inches away from converting on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Gilliam. Makes the grab. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bettis. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The short hands, it's Bettis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. The Owls in the hurry up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Gilliam. Got a man. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quickly complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. He'll pull it on the read. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Rice. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Using his legs to buy some time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He's got him. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Gets rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. To the air on first down. Makes the catch.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying play action. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He's got his man. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with it.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. They just keep firing. Looking to scramble. Running into the open space. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds to stop the clock. Picked up the first down, and now they'll try to find a way to score. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Leaves it with the back. Makes him talk to the hand. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from touchdown Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Back to pass, it's Gilliam. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Soft spot in the middle. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bettis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
Man, he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, hey, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This for the lead and very likely the win. Absolutely perfect. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.